I'm now going to show you what's going on inside the practice, and the question that I often ask my patients is, are you empowered yet? I should add, by the way, that we have got one of my patients here, in case you're wondering who this little person is, 13. I've planted him amongst the audience, but he's a real patient who wanted to come along and listen to what's going on. And I'll let you introduce yourself later if you like. But we do. This is what's going on in the practice. And I ask the question, are you empowered yet? And the way I want to empower patients is to say that medical patients and the public, communication, World Wide Web, electronic record. What we want to do is get the patient to start looking at the very same information that I have and start to see if it means something to them. Well, how am I going to make that mean something to you? And there are 3 aspects to it, well, 4 aspects. We've got the practice website that teaches people how to look at this information. We've got something called the Map of Medicine. Has anyone heard of the Map of Medicine? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to talk to you about the Map of Medicine and what that is. It's a knowledge management tool that's been designed primarily for doctors and nurses, but is available for patients to look at too. We've got the access to the medical records, that computer system that I'm using that tells me about prescriptions and what you suffer with and your heights and weights and all those sorts of things. We've now got a system that allows patients to see that very same information, and I'm going to share some pictures of that. And then we've got something called HealthSpace. Has anyone heard of HealthSpace? HealthSpace is actually your space. That's for you. That's you own that. We don't. Doctors don't own it. Nurses don't. It's your space. And in there, you can write your own information. So if you've got a blood pressure machine, has anyone got a blood pressure machine in this room?
Yeah.
Yeah? How many of you put your hands up? Anyone got blood pressures? Any idea how much a blood pressure machine costs?
£9.99.
Yeah, £9.99.
From Lidl.
So we're talking, it's £9.99 now to buy a fairly decent blood pressure machine, and one that I'd be quite happy for you to use. And what that means is that you can then start monitoring your own blood pressure and start finding out what's happening, and you can do it at different times of the day or night, either at weekends or if you're working after work or even during work as well. But of course, if you're going to check your blood pressure, you need to record it somewhere, and that place to record it would be in HealthSpace, and I'm going to show you some screenshots of that. There's a lot of other things you can write on there, but it's you recording your own personal information, which you can then present to a doctor or nurse or pharmacist or whatever. Okay, so this is the homepage of the practice website, and I've given you a leaflet sent out, which is leaflets I give out to patients in the practice telling them about this. And it starts over here. Through this website, patients and their families at Horton Vale and Thornley House, we've got 2 branches, medical centres, can gain access to health information and services. That's the crux. We've often found websites that just give you information about heart disease, for instance, or you might have another website that just says, these are the services that we're offering. It might be the letters after the name or which doctors are. But you've very rarely been able to find somewhere which tells you both and tries to help to explain to you how this practice is supporting you with your diabetes. And actually go further than that, and not just talk about the practice, but start thinking about health services locally. So what's the local hospital doing, what's the local pharmacy doing, what's the rehab team doing, and so on. And so this is our attempt at trying to help you to understand how you can get the best care possible from local services. If you go into Thornley House or Horton Vale, you'll come across this page. Alan, what can you see there? An apple. Now, why would there be an apple there? Yeah, dead right. Believe it or not, there's more evidence for apples and pears than there is for most of the tablets that I dish out. So, actually, I do, and there's a subliminal message there that's saying, actually, look at this. And actually, when you click on that, it'll take you to the 5-a-day website, which gives you lots and lots of ideas about how you can introduce 5-a-day fruit and veg, not just for yourself, but your family too, and fussy eaters and children and people that haven't got much time to cook. Lots of really, really useful information there. Okay, if we go into, down the side we've got practice services, and there's a number of different conditions we've got there where we're trying to demonstrate how information provided to you can help you understand your care. And I'm just going to go in and have a look at heart disease to see what sort of information we're providing our patients with heart disease.